link up with some big French content creators, but I didn't expect it to be literally the biggest. Really cool to see this as a French viewer, by the way. He has a really interesting journey from getting popular at 16-year-olds to becoming as big as he is. And he has also often talked about his progressive views he has adopted in personal growth. Oh, you're talking about Squeezy, my man. I made a new friend. Okay? I made a new friend. I made a couple new friends out in France, let me tell you. And it greatly changed my perspective on France. Changed my perspective on French people in general. You know, we came, we saw, we conquered. I almost fucking died. And I'll talk about it. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news, about what's going on in my life. Right? We're back. So let's do it. Let's get right to it. You know what I mean? We're super back. And we're better than ever. So for those of you who don't know, I was in France over the weekend. Maybe you were thinking to yourself, why the fuck is Hasan not streaming? I don't really understand why Hasan is not streaming. He almost always streams. Nothing could ever stop him from streaming. Well, there was apparently something that could stop me from streaming. I brought my fucking fat ass streaming backpack to France. I brought it with me with the hopes that I was going to be able to, stream out there. And I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong because fate had a different idea. Have you seen Zoomers changing their race? RCTA drama on TikTok? What? Can we expect a similar video from you for you to drop? Donkey in Paris? No. Over the weekend, I went to TwitchCon Paris. We stayed in Porte de Versailles, where there is actually a convention center. And the first day / night was fine. I landed and immediately got into some action. We went out, linked up with Squeezy, the largest content creator in France, who had hit me up a week prior to me going to France. Completely kismet, completely unrelated to me going to France. He hit me up because he was coming to America, and he was like, I'm a fan of yours. I would love to link up when I'm out there. And I was like, I have no idea who this guy is. Why is he so famous? What the fuck is going on? And we talked a little bit, and I was like, you know what? Let's go get some grub, take us out to a nice place. I asked around about him. And everyone in France was like, "Oh my God, I love him." Like they were freaking out, right? So better start learning how to sell mini skirts in Africa. I'll be honest. One of the best parts about not streaming for an extended period of time was that, like, just not seeing like random weirdos. I didn't even really look at Twitter that much because for the most part I was sleeping. And I'll tell you about that in a second. So first night we went out to dinner. It was wonderful. Okay, him and his friends. And it was a decadent experience. I talk extensively about that on our latest episode of Fear and that we shot from his studio. But you went to see the catacombs while you were in Paris? No, I didn't see anything. I'll tell you why. First of all, I was in Paris for TwitchCon, so I had a lot of work to do. And I thought maybe I'll stream when I'm not actually working, and I was wrong. I couldn't do any of those things. You want to know why? Because the first day, I got into a fucking freak golf cart accident when they were... I love motherfuckers going work. Like, even if you are to claim Twitch streaming is not work, which it's not, right? It's a lot of fun. This is the one aspect of it that is quite literally work. You know what I mean? You have to go and do a bunch of stuff that I normally wouldn't do, but it's in my contract that I have to do it. So... but yeah, there is a golf cart that like transports all the content creators from one area to like where they're supposed to be going. And, this dude was going crazy mode. He was driving like a madman, and I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool at first. I didn't have an issue with it. You know what I mean? Cause, I just thought that it was not going to be a massive problem. Well, it turns out there's a gigantic U-turn that he had to hit right at the end of a hill. So he was probably hitting it around like 45 miles an hour, 35 to 45 miles an hour, even though those golf carts can only go to like 20 miles tops. So he clapped a U-turn, it started drifting, and the golf cart flipped. I was on the golf cart. Austin was sitting next to me. We were facing the backside. Rambo was sitting in front of me, facing forward. Next to Rambo was Jack Manifold, also facing forward on the left side. There was a Twitch staffer in the shotgun seat, and also the driver. So when the golf cart flipped, you know, when the golf cart flipped, I got injured. I was in shock. I ran outside immediately. Like, I ran out of the golf cart immediately. I told Austin to get off me. And we picked up the golf cart because Rambo kept saying, like, my foot is stuck, my foot is stuck. So we picked it up. Did you get yourself a fancy French lawyer? It's suing time. I'm not doing any of those things. Everybody needs to fucking calm down. Okay? I don't care. I don't care enough. It's too much work. So... I mean, it was similar to that. It was not dissimilar to that. But we were going significantly faster. So it looked way, you know. It was way, way faster. Anyway, the golf cart tilted. It's whatever. There's no One Piece update. I haven't watched a single moment of One Piece. What the fuck, dude? I wasn't even at home. Anyway. Am I okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay at all. Because after that, after we got out, medics came. They rushed over. And I had an injury. Like, it felt a little bad. But I was in shock still. But I could feel like a little discomfort on my left rib, like under my pec. Okay? Around here. And it didn't feel great. So I told the medics that, and they were like, uh-oh, that's not good. We have to take you to the doctor. Austin was bleeding from his finger. I don't know how the fuck he like messed up his finger, really. I don't know how that even happened. But I mean, I also fucked up my arm a little bit. You can see the road rash a little bit. You can see the bruising here, but that's fine. That's like not the end of the world. My deltoid has like a little bit of bruising, but that part is fine. It didn't feel that bad, but I could tell, I could sense a little bit of discomfort in the beginning. And when they took me to the doctor was like, he like, you know, touched around. He just like did a couple hits, taps, did a full checkup, made an assessment, and he said, yeah, you most likely broke your rib. It's not the end of the world. it's just really annoying. It's like one of those things where it's very annoying because the healing process, whether it's a fracture or a full break, is identical. It hurts to breathe. Like, it doesn't hurt that much right now. It's like a 2 when I'm just standing stable. But if I take a deep breath, it rockets up to like a 6 or a 7. Or depending on like what kind of moves I'm doing. Like when I move my arm a little bit, because I tried all the different things afterwards. You know, it's going to be a little bit difficult to work out, but I'll figure it out. It's a bitch when I actually cough. That's the worst part. Can't pick anything up. Can't do anything. Sneezing is also a terrifying prospect. Is this your first bone break? I guess technically it is, yeah. My kneecap, a piece of bone broke off my kneecap a while ago, but it was all right. So did it hurt more on the flight? No, actually I slept like a baby on the flight. And I legitimately think that I can't bench press, no. I can't bench press. I can't do anything. I can't push. I can't do like push activities that much. And also, I mean, I've been hiding it very well. Most people don't even realize that there's something wrong. But yeah, after the doctor, I was like, bro, give me something for the pain. And he was like, I'll give you whatever you want. And I was like, just give me like ibuprofen or whatever. So he gave me this shit, which just kept me alive. Gave me this Doliprane. Paracetamol. This is what I've been fucking cracking every like 6 hours. Yeah, I smuggled that shit overseas into the US border, baby. I got that good stuff. It's probably illegal out here, you know what I'm saying? Any vlog content shot in Paris? No, man. No. I didn't shoot shit in fucking Paris. What the fuck? I'm literally explaining to you that I can't fucking move. And you're like, well, if you didn't stream, you might as well have shot vlog content. No, motherfucker, I didn't shoot vlog content. Okay? You want to know why? Because after my fucking rib broke, I did the meet and greet. And then I went back to my hotel room and I slept the entire fucking time. And then I woke up and I did my other obligation, the podcast, literally 5:30 p.m. After I was done with my first fucking day, 5:30 p.m., I went back to my hotel room. I passed the fuck out. I woke up to someone knocking on the door because Twitch was like, oh, sorry for almost killing you. Here's like a bag of goodies, champagne and shit. Also, why the fuck would I even shoot vlogs? Ostenox hasn't even uploaded the last year's TwitchCon vlog. We still have an England vlog. We still have a Japanese vlog, possibly 2 Japanese vlogs. So what the fuck am I doing? I'm not vlogging, okay? And I'm mad. I'm mad at you because now you're like, it's ridiculous. I don't know what happened to the driver. They probably fired him. I don't know. I didn't ask. Anyway, but yeah, I went to fucking sleep. Did you cry? No, I didn't cry. So, how was a doctor bill like? There was no doctor bill. It's fucking France. There's no billing the doctor. Anyway, but yeah, I couldn't stream because like I streamed a little bit after my meet and greet the first day, and it sucked. I'll be honest with you. It was just ass cheeks. I was in a fuck ton of pain. People kept coming up to me. I didn't want to show them that I was in pain. And I found myself, I caught myself being like very agitated, and it probably didn't look good on camera either, you know, and it was like such a weird hour, and most people don't give a fuck about my, like, you know, IRL streaming at all. So there was like 12K people watching on top of the camera overheating constantly because there was no fucking air conditioning. So it was like, it basically was like a mishmash of all of the worst possible things that could have happened. So I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna stream for the rest of the time. Looks so old in the pictures. Oh, Jesus, thanks, man. Anyway, let me blast off. By the way, I should tweet that I'm back before I forget. See, I'm forgetting. You guys are really popular IRL, I bet. I mean, yeah, it's just like, even in a place like France where, you know, we were at TwitchCon. It was crazy. It was like hard to it was hard to deal with it, you know what I mean? You can see it in my face in every photo that we took, and I felt really bad about that, you know? I was just like, this sucks. Because it's the one thing I always say, where the one thing I always tell you guys is that, you know, I'm in the position that I'm in, a tremendously fortunate position because of you guys, right? So I recognize that. That's something that I see, which is why I'll always make time to see the fans, right? But it obviously was, you know, I want to make sure that the time that I'm taking out for you guys is also good, pleasant experience for you. And I did feel like it wasn't necessarily all that pleasant if I'm just like disappointed, if I look just disappointed to see fans everywhere I go. So, you know, it was already like a lot of, it was just very painful to be walking around and lugging a camera. So I just didn't, I was definitely more tired than I thought I was. I'm not going to blast off on Threads chatters. So, Amazon piss bottle. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Did you get mad at the driver? Not really. I mean, it happens, dude. Whatever. I mean, his life is like probably more fucked up now. I don't give a shit. Can't really do too much, you know? Dude, if I just pretend that you're about to let a fat one rip whenever your voice gets tense, it's so much better. Okay, good. Are Rambo and Jack okay? Yes, they're fine. So, anyway. How many hours is he back before he's on a plane again? I am not actually traveling in the near future. So. Are the Aussies still here? Yeah, but they're leaving early, I think. So that sucks, but do I have an ETA on how long it'll take for it to heal? Yes, the ETA is 4 to 5 weeks. The ETA is the healing process will complete in 4 to 5 weeks is what they said. Which kind of sucks. So you're not going to Vegas TwitchCon? Yeah, that's months from now. I'm saying like that's a long time from now. Anyway, this wouldn't have happened if you were in Japan, just saying. Yeah, probably not, but who cares? All right, so that's my TwitchCon experience for the most part. Here, we blasted off, by the way. Here it is. You will feel much better. It feel better much earlier. That's just when it's done healing approximately on the safe side. Yeah. No, I did not get an X-ray. Even if there was an opportunity to get an X-ray, which by the way, like radiology offices don't work on the weekends in France. Private offices do, but I wasn't gonna fucking go there because I had to do TwitchCon shit. And also, it doesn't matter. The doctor basically was like, listen, you most likely broke your ribs. It doesn't even matter if it's a hairline fracture or like an actual, actual full-blown rib breakage, because the healing process will only extend by like another week or two if it's a full-blown break versus a fracture, but you definitely fucked your ribs up. And my assumption, my medical expertise is that you broke your ribs. That's what he said. So, Austin said y'all went shopping with Pokey though. We did for like a little bit. That's on Sunday. On Sunday, after I did the banter podcast, because I went to sleep at 5:30 Saturday, and I literally woke up periodically in the night, and there was no room service in the hotel, so I just ordered some Uber Eats, and I ate the Uber Eats, and I passed the fuck out again. Woke up again in the morning, went and shot the banter podcast. It was significantly worse the second day, and it hasn't like gotten better necessarily. It has not gotten better. So, you know, hopefully it'll be better. Did you get some nice gifts while in Paris? No, not really. Would you travel back? Certainly. But the reason why I would travel back is that like now, if I go to France, I have someone that I can rely on. I have someone who I can hang out with. You know what I mean? Like I know a French person who lives in France. So it always makes the experience much better. Like even in Japan, having like locals that know the lay of the land makes your trip a lot more productive, both from a streaming standpoint, but also from like going to the best places. So you see, we'll be like, I'm glad I didn't go because I would have been in that cart. Caroline talking about it. Yeah, he would have been in the cart, but he would have been fine, I think. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. And then on Sunday after I was done with TwitchCon, because I pulled out of the IRL or Rivals. Sorry. I pulled out of Rivals because Rivals was like a physical competition. So I was like, I'm not doing that shit. Obviously, I can't even fucking move. I went shopping in like the vintage area of Paris, but it was all women's clothes. I went shopping with Pokey in Austin, but it was all women's clothes and it was all vintage and it was so fucking hot. And yeah, obviously that was early in the morning anyway in Paris, so I wasn't gonna stream that. And then after that, I went back to my hotel room, laid around a little bit more, and then we shot the Fear End podcast. One of the things I did, is Austin's finger okay? Yes, it is. One of the things I did was I immediately hit the gym the Sunday morning to like test out what I can do. And I can't do much. I can't do any push exercises. I did a little bit of rowing, and it hurt. You said on stage your opinion on France and French people changed a lot. What did you mean? I mean, I don't know. I always like. I know that obviously France is not a monolith, but you know, from all my coverage and French politics and whatnot, it's hard to remember that there's a lot of progressive people out there, and Squeezy is one of those people. That's what I mean. Squeezy and his friends are very progressive, and it was wonderful to see. But yeah, you can look at this meet and greet. Look at my fucking face, dude. This is why I did not want to do too much at TwitchCon, okay? This is right after the cart. This is right after I fucking flipped the go-kart. The golf cart. And I was not feeling great at all. I was literally like, ugh, I was wincing the entire time. So I took like thousands of photos with fans, and in every single photo, I'm just wincing. It's just terrible.